President Obama is heading to Denmark this week to help sway the International Olympic Committee into picking his own hometown of Chicago for the 2016 Olympics. This would be great for Chicago, sure, but will it benefit anyone else? Let me show you this. I showed this. This is the new book that's out, Arguing with Idiots. It's been out for a week now. This is, if Common Sense, the book I wrote last summer, was the problem, this is the cure for it. It is the facts, everything. Here is Barack Obama. These are the people that he has surrounded himself with, just with the SEIU. The unions, acorns, special interests are running this country. Read about it in Arguing with the Idiots. We have now Pat Caddell with us. Pat Caddell is a former senior advisor to President Carter. He's a Democrat, and a proud Democrat, not a Democrat that agrees with the crazy revolutionaries that seem to have hijacked his party. Pat, I'm trying to figure this one out. Vancouver lost, how much was it? They lost $1 billion when they had the Olympics. How is a city of Chicago in Illinois that is broke going to benefit from having the Olympics?
Well, let me tell you who's going to benefit. But before I say that, let me just say I agree with what you just said about the Battle Hymn of the Republic. I always quote the stanza that this is that proclaims the purpose of this nation. As they died to make men holy, let us die to make men free. It's what makes us different from every other nation. Now in Chicago, what we're going to have is gangster politics that will make Al Capone so happy. This is the biggest outrage ever done. The President of the United States, who's found only one moment in more than 2 months to speak to the commander of his troops in Afghanistan, is going to get on a plane and fly to Denmark Friday or Thursday. He's going to go over there with Valerie Jarrett, who was last seen with the NEA, pumping up their use of, money.
And
they're
Van
going to go over
Jones.
there. And Van Jones, all of our people that she runs. She's the former commissioner, head of the co-chairman of this Chicago thing. Chicago, by the way, remember, they're closing the government several days a week because they cannot afford to be open. They are going to go and they are going to reward. This is the biggest scandal. This is going to be corruption on a scale unimaginable. And let me just say, let me give you some of the characters. You got Valerie Jarrett there, right? Valerie Jarrett, she is the person that runs Chicago in the White House for the president and the first lady. She is the one who was involved meeting with HUD a month ago to see how we're going to finance this. This city has no money. They put in charge. 50% of the people in Chicago are against having these Olympics. They have voted in the city council 49-0 to have the Olympics. The mayor, Mayor Daley, and his friends and the contributors, they've appointed the Alderman Eddie Burke. And let me just say, I don't want to explain it, it's just to tell you, it's like putting Dracula in charge of the blood bank. Okay, he's going to watch the financial stuff.
Let me ask you this. Fox TV in Chicago was told they can't run a story on the negative part of the Olympics. And Valerie Jarrett, some people say she was a slumlord and she may personally benefit. I'd like to ask you that question. Can we do that next? Do we have Pat back? Okay, when we come back in just a second.